Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Cooking with Keri. Tonight we're going to be making cream of carrot soup. So there's a lot of prep work I need to do beforehand. I can head over to the oven, so we're going to do that ahead of time. What I need to do is get 1 pound of onions. I'm going to start with those two and see how much that makes. I've got my scale to measure that out. And then next I need 1 pound of carrots. Now I want to chop this nice and fine because in the end what I'm going to do is blend it all together. So I'm actually going to use my mandolin here to do most of my slicing. I also need potatoes for this recipe too, but I'm going to do some prep work ahead of time. So my mandolin, but I've learned that something I have to use all the time when I do my mandolin are using these gloves. I have chopped off the tips of my fingers more often than I'd like to admit, and so you get to watch me do this in a fast pace as I get these things prepared for the soup. So the next thing I need are my potatoes, and I'm going to need 1.5 pounds of potatoes. I'm using red, and I'm going to use my scale again to make sure I have the right amounts. Now I don't expect everyone to have a kitchen scale, so I'll give you the amounts of potatoes, but you can see this is what we're starting with. And I'll get those all diced up and prepped before we head over to the stove as well. So before I go any further, you're gonna think I'm a little crazy that if I'm making carrot soup and I haven't peeled my potatoes or whatnot, but I like that nutrients that comes from my potato skins being on there. And I've also chosen organic carrots, and they have great flavor for their outside skins. I've washed them, of course, and now I'm going to cut them up as well. And at the end, what you do with this soup is you actually put it in your blender and blend it till it's smooth. So you can't taste any of the chunkiness. The best thing about this is that it's such a smooth soup when you're done that it tastes wonderful. So I'm now going to go and cut. This is 3 pounds of carrots that I'm going to slice and get those ready also. So I'm ready for the next stage of dinner to go to the oven and the stovetop and to start doing soup there. So in hindsight, I probably should have pulled out my KitchenAid grater and grated these carrots that way, but we got it all done. So what I ended up with is 2 onions chopped up. I have diced 4 cups, just about 4 cups of diced red potatoes, and then an overflowing container of diced carrots. So now what I'm going to do is go over to the stovetop and start making the soup. Okay, so we have 6 tablespoons of butter that we have begun to melt in our pot on the stove. And the next step is to add our sliced onions in there. Now remember that was 2 onions that I have sliced up. To cook those until the onions become, well, wilted, I guess, soft. Okay, so our onions are now soft or wilted, and next we're going to add our potatoes. So about 5 cups of potatoes there, and we're going to cook these 2 together. Just, I don't know, you can wait until they're browned. I don't think they're going to brown in here, to tell you the honest truth, but we'll let them cook for a good 10 minutes before we add the other ingredients. Okay, so now it's time to add the rest of our ingredients. The first thing we're going to add is 2 liters. Now you can hear me talk better. 2 liters of chicken broth. Here's the first one. All the way down. And now the second one. Now my heat right now is at medium temperature. And the reason why it looks brown is 1, because of the chicken broth, and 2, because I was getting those potatoes really cooked. Okay, next we're going to add is all those carrots. Mix that in. Like that. So we're gonna have to add a little bit more liquid to it to get the rest in. But before I get to that, I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of thyme. One teaspoon of sage. And 1 teaspoon of rosemary. Now I don't have this one chopped up, so the blending is going to have to blend it when we get there. Okay, next thing I'm going to add is bay leaves. Now you do 2 if they're large or 3 if they're small. Mental reminder always is to keep track of how many bay leaves you put into your recipe. There's nothing worse than losing a bay leaf. It will destroy your soup if you leave one in and then blend it. Okay, we're gonna mix that all up. Next ingredient we're adding is 5 ounces of raw ginger root. So I've put it in water and blended it up so that hopefully it will mix in there like that. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. There's 1. And 2. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to add on top of that is another 2 cups of boiling water, and I'm going to add the rest of my carrots, and then this is going to simmer until the vegetables are soft. So you may notice that the pot has changed sizes. It's been a while since I've made this recipe, and I forgot that it needed the bigger pot of mine. So everything that's been added in there, and the last thing I'm going to do, I've added the boiling water, the rest of the carrots are in there, and now it's time for chicken bouillon. And the one I love to use is from Costco. It's better than bouillon. It asks for 8 cubes, and so 1 teaspoon equals a cube if you were to use McCormick's one. And so I'm going to put in 8 little scoops of bouillon. And then once I've done that, we're going to let this boil until the vegetables are soft, and that will take us to the next stage. Okay, so we've been boiling here for about a half an hour. So I'm going to find a potato. And use a fork, stick it in. It's not quite done. They just need to be soft, but I'd rather them be a little bit softer when it comes time to blending. They're pretty close. So about another 5 minutes, and then we will go in there and find our bay leaves and transfer over to blending. Okay, let's find those bay leaves. There's one. Two. Okay, just making sure there's no remnants of anything bay leaf. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take the contents of the soup and blend it up in my Ninja blender. So I'm going to take a measuring cup. Oh, it's be messy. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to pour it into that other pot. And do the remainder until it's all done. Okay, so we blended all the soup together. It's filled up this pot. It's way more than what my family can eat, but that's just fine because I've got someone else that I want to bring this to. So the next and last ingredient in this is to add 1 or 1.5 cups of cream or coconut milk. And I chose coconut milk for our dinner tonight. So you pour that in, mix that up together. Just like so. And dinner is served. Thanks for cooking with Keri.